Nithyanandam and welcome to NTV. NTV with news from Nithyananda Vedic temples, satsang centers here in North America. Are you wondering what all this is all about today? Well, we've been seeing Swamiji talk about yoga, meditation over the last few years. Over the last few months and weeks, he's been transmitting experiences over the internet about the N effect itself. People have been blown off with the N effect. But for this N effect, he also recommends everybody to practice yoga and meditation. Yoga to keep the body fit and meditation to go beyond this mind and body experience. Along with yoga and meditation, he highly also recommends the sattvic food. Sattvic food to nourish this body which is going to experience this N effect. Sattvic food is all about having the right diet for all meditators and spiritual seekers. Sattvic food is also about having the right kind of food, the food which is without eggs, meats, onions, chilies, and garlic. The absence of these ingredients helps the seeker, helps any spiritual seeker go deeper into his spiritual seeking and experience. With all these different kinds of dimensions being radiated over the internet, with Swami's programs reaching millions of people all over the globe, through NTV and through webinars and through various other programs going live, many people have always inquired that when they've attended these programs, when they've attended programs with Swamiji in various cities or in the ashram in Birdi, they've thoroughly enjoyed the sattvic food that has always been served. And they've always made inquiries on how to prepare this food when they go back home or go back to their respective cities. So here we are, introducing to you the Sattvic Kitchen from NTV. So let's see what's cooking on NTV today. We have Sri Nithyananda, who's going to take us through our first recipe of Sattvic food today.
Nithyananda, welcome to our Sattvic cooking lessons. And today we are going to have two items, and the first item is going to be, we are going to make dal with red lentil, and after that we are going to have a simple flavored rice. So we are going to make dal with red lentil, and this dal we can have with slightly flavored rice, or you can have with Indian bread, or you can have it even with plain rice, or even we can, if you blend this after preparing this dal, if you blend it, it becomes like red lentil soup. Especially if you go to Mediterranean restaurants, they serve red lentil soup. It's more or less the preparation is the same. The only thing is at the end they blend it. So what do we need for making red lentil dal?
Okay. So
This is cumin seeds, which in India we call it as jeera, and this is chili powder, and this is coriander powder, and this is garam masala powder, and this is finely grated ginger and salt, and this is asafoetida, or in India we call it hing, and we have ghee here, and we have diced tomatoes, and we have 1 cup red lentil. We are going to do this preparation in 2 stages. Number 1, we are going to boil the red lentil, and after the red lentil is done, we are going to fry the tomatoes with other spices, and we are going to mix the boiled red lentil into the fried tomatoes and other spices. To begin, first step is going to be boiling red lentil. So I am going to wash the red lentil and boil with 2 cups of water. I have taken 1 cup of red lentil and I am going to add 2 cups of water, and I am going to boil. So I have added 2 cups of water to 1 cup of red lentil, and I put it on the stove, and I am going to add 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala and half a teaspoon of salt to this boiling water. As the red lentil is boiling, now simultaneously let us prepare the masala for the red lentil dal. Now we are going to add 1 tablespoonful of ghee. Now the ghee is hot enough. Now I am going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds into this. That's perfect. Once the cumin seed starts spluttering, I am going to add 1 tablespoonful of ginger. It takes about approximately 1 minute for the ginger to fry. Now I am going to add 1/8 teaspoon of asafoetida hing. Actually, now you get a beautiful aroma of ghee and asafoetida and cumin seeds and ginger frying here. Once the ginger is very well done, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. After we add coriander powder, it takes about 30 seconds to fry. Don't keep it more than that. Then immediately add the diced tomatoes. Mix them well. And keep the lid, and let us keep the lid for about 5 minutes, and we'll again revisit this after 5 minutes. Okay, let's see what's happening with the dal. See, dal is very well boiled and it's very soft. It's very well boiled and it's like almost done. I am going to keep it here on the stove for maybe 1 more minute. Otherwise, it's pretty much cooked. Let's see the tomatoes. If you see the tomatoes, they're almost done. So actually, we are cooking the tomatoes with the spices that we have added. So the tomatoes, if you see, are very well done, means they are very well cooked. So now we are going to add the dal into the tomatoes. So I am adding the boiled dal into and we need to mix it well. So we are going to add 1 teaspoonful of salt and we are going to add It's about 1/8 teaspoon of chili powder. It depends upon how spicy you want. And mix it well. And actually we can add water now. If you want thin consistency, we can add little water now. I have added about 1 cup of water, and I actually reduced the flame to half, put it at the medium flame and put the lid back, and we'll simmer this for about 5-6 minutes. Okay, so I think we have given about 7 to 8 minutes, and let's see what's happening. Wow. It's perfectly done. So the dal is well boiled and you don't see any of the tomato pieces. They are also very well cooked. This is perfectly done. Red lentil dal. This dal goes very well either with slightly flavored rice like what we call cumin rice or jeera rice, and we are going to have one such rice today, or even with Indian bread with chapatis or naan, and it's really very tasty lentil. So we are going to garnish this with finely chopped coriander, finely chopped cilantro we have added, and I turned off the fire, turned off the burner, and I will put it aside. Nithyananda, welcome back to our Sattvik recipes. So today we are going to have flavored rice, what we call as jeera rice. Apart from jeera, that is the cumin seeds, we are going to add a few more spices. So I will explain you what are the things that we need for this flavored rice. For this flavored rice, we are going to take 1 cup of basmati rice. Then we are going to have finely chopped ginger, cashew nuts, cloves, cinnamon, bay leaf, what is this called? Peppercorns, then cumin seeds, salt, then asafoetida, hing, then ghee, clarified butter, then finely chopped cilantro, and 2 cups. We are going to wash the rice and soak the rice in 4 cups of water for 15 minutes. We'll prepare the seasoning for the flavored rice. I am adding 1 tablespoon full of ghee, clarified butter, and let it melt. Now the butter is hot and I am adding 5 cloves, and cinnamon, 1 inch of cinnamon, 6 peppercorns, cloves and cinnamon, and peppercorns are very well fried. We'll add 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Add few cashew nuts. One pinch of asafoetida, then bay leaf, one teaspoon of grated ginger, now you get this beautiful aroma of all the spices frying. Make sure that spices are not burnt. Now the spices are very well fried. So we are going to add water now. For 1 cup of rice, we are going to add 2 cups of water. That's 2 cups of water. Half a teaspoon of salt. And mix it well. And put the lid and boil this until water comes to boil, full boil. So water needs to boil. Until then, keep the lid. So we soak the rice and soak the rice for about 15-20 minutes and strained it. Now the rice is dry and the water is boiling. And we are going to add the rice. After adding the rice, mix it well. And let it come to 1 full boil. So keep it on the maximum heat and let it come to 1 full boil. See? Now the rice is boiling. So now we need to reduce the heat and reduce it to minimum and put the lid. We need to completely reduce the flame to minimum and cover with the lid and leave it for 15 minutes. It's about 10 minutes since we put the lid and reduced the flame, and let's see what's happening. It's almost done. So let us quickly add cilantro. And put the lid back. For 5 more minutes. Let us keep the lid. And now let's see what's happening with rice. Wow. This rice is perfectly done. See the rice? rice is very well cooked, and if you see, the grains are not sticking to each other, and the rice grains are very nicely done and they are fluffy, and if you see, they are not sticking to each other, and if you just check it with your fingers, rice is very well done. This is a perfect flavored rice which goes very well with red lentil dal that we made today. So this is jeera rice or flavored rice, which goes very well with many curries.
This smells really good. Do I get to taste it as well?
Yeah, sure. Wow.
This is really nice. I love the mild flavor of ginger in this. And the rice is just perfectly done. Thank you so much, Srinidha.
Thank you.
So do we get to see some more Sattvik recipes on NTV?
Yeah, we have a whole lot of recipes actually. If you go to our ashram, the food that we serve is Sattvik food, and we are planning to show all those food items in this program.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So please do try out these recipes. Do try it for yourself, cook it, and let us know what you think about it. Send us your emails, send us your feedback, send us your comments, and do write in to ntv@nithyananda.org. We really appreciate your feedback because that's what is going to help us develop this program further. So signing off on behalf of the Sattvik cooking team here, it's Sri Nithyananda, Medha Mai, and Ramesh, who was behind the camera all along. Thank you, and Nithyananda.